from M&T Bank Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. On second down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Breeze. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 72 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
56. Check 56.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
36.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Breeze now. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking. See,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints have taken the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Domada Peko racks up the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's got Snead. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. Again, it's Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 45 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Breeze now to throw. And Ginn's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Play action. Breeze. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to fire one. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Bree's going to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one a victory here.